Good evening. My name is Kristi Robinson, and it is an absolute pleasure to be here with you this evening. Ron and Mary, thank you for giving me this opportunity to share. My intention is to speak from my heart and do that with grace and ease this evening. Prior to USM, I was the poster child for the goal line. I had a very successful corporate career. I was one of the youngest vice presidents in a Fortune 20 company. I had a very busy life. I had a lot of things that I had acquired and checking lots of things off the gold line list. And then I broke my neck. Literally, my neck broke. I had a ruptured disc that was pressing on my spinal cord, not due to an accident. I do believe it was the best gift the universe could have ever given me, and because it made me slow down, it made me stop. As a matter of fact, it made me stop so much I had to step back from the workforce and take some time to take care of myself. And so when you go from 100 to a 0, and then you go from all of this activity to just spending time with yourself, there was a lot of questions that started coming up. And the first one, oddly enough, was, who am I? Who am I? As this corporate persona started falling away, I had no idea who I was. One of the other questions that came up is, if I've been so successful, then why do I feel like something is missing from my life? What could possibly be missing? I've accomplished these things and I've had titles, but there was something clearly missing. And another question that came up is, how could I possibly spend almost 2 decades of my life working so hard in a career that I am not passionate about? And I don't know if any of you can relate to that. So USM was definitely a place for me to come to sort through that. And when I showed up here last year, a lot of the judgments I had about myself coming into this program was I was very confused. I felt broken. I felt disjoined from myself, which is kind of interesting with the neck thing. I literally felt as if my heart and my head, they were not connected. And so this environment, and over the last 10 months, provided me a space to truly unearth my authentic self. I met parts of myself I didn't know existed. In the past, I was a bit robotic. I was a corporate agenda-driven person, and I wasn't really much about emotions, and I kind of kept everyone at a distance. And now, I feel like a different person. I look like a different person. I feel calm. I'm standing here tonight talking to you very present and very connected. And this program allowed me to reconnect my heart and my head. And a very wise woman by the name of Mary has said that the mind is to be used in service to the heart. And I had no idea what that meant 10 months ago. But I stand before you this evening to tell you I have a pretty good idea of what it means. I can feel what that means. I'm just getting started, so I feel like this is literally the tip of the iceberg. And it truly was a life-changing experience for me. And one of the things I experienced while going through this program was saying, how does this really apply outside of this classroom? It sounds great and it feels good while I'm doing it, but is it really going to work outside of this classroom? And I got to experience firsthand it does. As I was preparing to get back into the workforce, I was networking as I had been going through this program. So I was networking with certain executives at organizations every 6 to 8 weeks. And in May, I was meeting with one of those executives, and they said, you know what? I've seen you transform. You're a different person than the person I started talking to. Would you consider coming back into corporate and working again? And would you come to work for us and help us coach our leaders and develop a leadership program that's more soul-centered? And I literally almost fell out of my chair because the old me would have gone to that meeting with an agenda, and I would have tried to manipulate and maneuver and figure out how to control the outcome. But instead, I was showing up in my authentic self and listening and seeing the loving essence. And it's truly been a life-changing experience for me. And I cannot thank you enough, Ron and Mary, for providing the space and the tools.
Thank you so much, Kristi. Thank you.